Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Boomcast. It's your boy Mark and your boy Grizz. We just went to see Black Panther. Shit was lit. What do you think?
It was shit. No, I'm joking. Nah, it was,
we done too many of them motherfuckers.
It was a good movie, man.
Movie was good.
It was good. It's good.
First of all, I must say, we was going to go to an earlier viewing, but it's fucking packed out, man. Like, we couldn't even get a seat. It was crazy. Like, what was it? The 8:35 viewing we was going to go to.
Yeah.
There was seats, but they were dead seats. And then there was a 9 o'clock viewing. That was dead, so we didn't go to that. So we ended up going to the 10 o'clock version. Well worth the wait, though, man. We just jammed about anyway. First things first, man. Something that was bugging me is that Hobbit dude, the Martin Freeman. Didn't really like it, man. What do you think?
Yeah, for me, every time I see him, I kept seeing him as Bilbo Baggins.
Yeah,
you know, like, that's...
We'll get the bad shit out of the way first because, like, it's a good movie. It's a solid movie, man. I can't really fault the movie. So fuck that dude off. I hope he ain't in any more of the movies, man. He kind of ruined it for me. Soundtrack was on point. Obviously, like throughout the film, you got all these drums and like it sets the scene for everything. Visuals were on point, but let me just put it up quickly. When the ship was in nature, like when the ship's first flying over and it's flying over the continent of Wakanda, it seemed out of place. And the same with the rhino as well at the beginning. Before the fight scene, the rhino seemed out of place to me, man. I don't know what you think about that. At the end, I think they looked pretty good when they was bossed out in the armor and all that.
I don't know, man. For me, visually, it looked wicked, man. Like, it was crazy, man. Like, it was meant to look futuristic, and it did. But at the same time, it kept a lot of the culture as well, man. I think
that's the problem. Like when they had the ship in the city, like, I thought it was fine, man. But when it was against like the natural backdrop, I thought it was a bit dodgy. But maybe that's just me nitpicking, man. That's kind of what we do here. What do you think of the bald chicks, man? Because to be fair, yeah, up until this point, I ain't really seen many bald chicks that I'm like, yo. But there's like 20 of them in this movie, and I was just like, yeah, okay.
They were doing it.
Rocking the bald look. Who knew, bruv? 2018, the bald look is in. Fuck it.
And that general chick.
Yeah, true say.
She kicked ass, man.
Yeah, she was boss.
She was so boss, like. I
think we were saying before.
She killed it.
Yeah, you said before, man. Like, if they was gonna make a standalone female movie.
Oh yeah.
That's the character to pick. Like, I don't know why. Like, everyone hyped up Wonder Woman. We didn't really like it, but this chick.
Yeah,
boss.
She made Wonder Woman look absolute shit.
Yeah, she was an amateur.
Yes,
man. Yeah. Talking about amateur though, the tech suit, man. What do you think of the technology suit? That obviously, like, he's got that new suit that his sister made for him now, man. Like, it absorbs the hits and then he can project it back out.
Like the suit, it just comes out of the is it a chain or necklace? I don't know what you call it.
I think she said necklace.
Yeah, and the suit just pops out of the necklace and just covers his whole body and.
It's reminiscent of Iron Man when he's carrying the suit in like the little case and shit like that. That was quite cool.
And the whole like Black Panther, like his black and purple theme, like
I like it when he lit up. Like the end fight, man. Like they both looked like they was in Tron or something. Man. Like they both had these lights and shit. I get why they did it. The visuals were sick on it. The ancestor plane, which I don't want to spoil the movie too much, but they obviously when the dude's becoming Black Panther, they kind of has to die. Go to the ancestor plane, meet his ancestors. That shit was sick. There was some great scenes in there, but the one thing that threw me off, man, is when he's talking to his dad, and like his dad's kind of got like that Forrest Whitaker complex where one eye is kind of like this, and this one's just blinking away, and this one just staying steady.
Yeah,
it threw me off a bit, man, because there's an emotional moment.
It was like he was doing an impression of Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah, legit. That's what it seemed like. I don't know if he's got a glass eye or if he's blind in one eye.
It was weird though, because like when you see him in the flashbacks, like you see a flashback from, I think it was Civil War, where you see his dad. I mean, you don't notice that, but in this one you do notice. Because
he gets a lot more screen time and it's focused on his face a lot more. I think you kind of notice it.
And I think it's because you don't have the glasses.
Again, I think we're just nitpicking a little bit, but it kind of threw me off with the emotional moment because I was just staring at it like, what the fuck is going on? What is going on here? Andy Serkis,
boss.
Absolute boss.
Absolute boss.
The dude played that role so crazy. Like, he's like, you know what he's like? He's kind of like the Joker in the sense that the dude's crazy, like, he has this moment where he's apprehended and the dude just starts singing. What the fuck? I can't even remember the song he was singing, but
yeah,
it's a
you
big
know what?
hit.
It kind of reminds me of the Joker scene in the Christian Bale's Batman, like the way where he's all jailed up and he's
the
happy
true
as fuck,
Batman.
man.
Yeah.
You know,
The guy was boss, and like he's got so many funny moments in it. I mean, he doesn't get much screen time. Probably what, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes in total. But the dude owns the role.
It, though.
Yeah, he owns the role, man. There's no way you can say he was shit.
I don't know if it was just me, but like he looked hench as well.
Yeah, he was definitely bigger, man.
Yeah, he definitely looked bigger. For me, he looked hench, man. But I don't know.
Yeah, but was he as hench as Mike B. Jordan? Because that dude looked good, man. That dude looked.
I don't know, man. I think he looked stocky though, man. Like
yeah.
Because he had some square jaw and it was crazy, man.
Yeah,
like,
he looks like he's been putting on muscle. Like he's definitely not like that skinny fat guy that he was when he was doing the voiceover.
His neck was definitely hench.
Yeah. That's fair. But then the role he's playing, it kind of makes sense that he would butch up a bit. Might be Jordan next, man, because I think this is where we're split a bit, man. I like him. Like I'm always critical of the guy because they always just we need a black actor. Let's get Mike B. Jordan. But
I'm not a fan of Michael B. Jordan, but
I thought he owned that shit, man.
I thought he did alright.
I thought he owned that shit. His character was so sick. I think his
character was sick, but I love.
Man, I liked all the scars on his chest, like to represent all his kills and that. That was sick.
Yeah.
What do you think of actual Black Panther though?
I think he bossed it, man. Like I think he was good for the role, man.
I think he was consistent. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, like and yeah, man. It's one of the ones that I don't think I can see anyone else playing it though. Like who else would you get?
Yeah. To be honest, I'd never heard of the guy beforehand. This is his role. It's the same way as like you kind of see Hugh Jackman as Wolverine or something like that, man.
I was thinking that same thing.
Yeah, there you go, man. What else we got next? This is a point that I think we both agree on. The similarities to like Lion King. Maybe it's the setting, maybe it's the story, but there's definitely elements of that where obviously because they're related, they have this.
And the whole ancestor plane thing, like he goes to see his dad, like come on, that's like Mufasa and Simba. Like,
yeah.
And then the setting as well, that you see like that tree that you see in the Lion King.
And you know what? The only thing it was missing was like the end scene where they had them all in the sky and shit like that, man. Like that's pretty much all it was missing, man.
Yeah, trust, legit.
The video's getting on a bit, but the end credit scenes. What do you think of the end credit scenes?
So the first one was
they at the UN.
Yeah, the UN.
And they announced that Wakanda is a country because, like, obviously no one knows about.
Well, he's
Wakanda.
About to announce, isn't it? Because he gets questioned, isn't it? And it's like that's some silly little grin, like.
And what was the other one?
And the second one was
Sebastian Stan, my man, Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier, yeah. You see him like coming out looking like Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know why I waited around for that. I don't know what we got from that scene, to be fair.
Yeah, like we all knew he, like I knew he was already on Wakanda, like, you know, like he was just there, like being treated. I know that for a fact, like he was there. So like I don't know if they really needed to like bring him out of hibernation. I don't know. Like they could have saved that for them, you know, Infinity War. You know?
Yeah, I was kind of expecting to see like. For some reason, I thought Steve Rogers was going to make an appearance in this just because the Infinity Wars trailer, man. And like I said, it seems like they had this relationship already, and the way Black Panther is just trying, like, he introduces him pretty much with bring this man a shield. Infinity Wars, though, where's that lead us, man? Like, what's next? Because that's the next movie. What's next?
Well, in the Infinity War trailer, you do see like they have a battle on Wakanda, innit? So yeah. So like you see like whole Black Panther's whole army there, and you see obviously in the trailer you see like Cap, Winter Soldier, Black Widow, Hulk.
All I can really say is like leading up to Infinity Wars, this was a solid movie to put out beforehand.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad that this movie came in between, because then it's like you get that backstory. I already liked Black Panther as a character when he made his debut anyway, but this movie obviously is an origin. Well, not an origins, but pretty much an origins, man. I mean, he's already established, but it's an origins movie. And going into an Infinity Wars, like, he's definitely up there for characters now, man. Like, would you rate this movie, man? You can do it out of 5. Come on, do it out of 5.
Out of 5?
Yeah, do it out of 5.
We'll do the 5. Calculate this shit.
Alright. What do you think out of 10? I'll do the maths for you, man. How about that?
I reckon it's a 7.5 for me, man.
Right,
I could push it to 8 because it was pretty good, man. But
so 3.5.
I would say 7.5, man. So that's like
7.5 is fair. It's definitely somewhere in between 7 and 8. You know what? I'll go with 7.5 on the dot. That's fair because like every movie I think has been about a 7, barring Iron Man 2. We've had this debate, man. You could probably put the Hulks in there. I don't know. But yeah, 7.5 is good, man. It wasn't outstanding. It's not in my top 5 Marvel movies, but it's up there, man. It's up there. It's got to be in the top 10. What do you think?
I don't know, man.
Oh, you don't even know if it's going to make top 10.
No. I'm thinking it could make my top 5, but I'd have to go through.
Nah.
I don't know, man.
There's too many good movies, man. Like, look, we ain't gonna sit for 5 minutes while you weigh up what fucking movies, man.
It was definitely a good movie, though.
Yeah, it was a good movie. To watch. Solid. Yeah, solid. I'll go watch it again, sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll go and see it, man. Go and see it. It's a good movie.
Go and see it. You've been told. Listen to the Grizz. So, got anything else you want to add to that I might have missed that?
Soundtracks, man. With Kendrick.
What we said about the soundtrack, man. I ain't heard the album yet, but we'll bring you a review of the album. How about that? You gonna listen to that shit tonight?
Yeah, I'll give it a listen.
Alright,
probably not tonight though.
Alright, we'll listen to that. We'll give you a little separate review for that. Other than the soundtrack.
I think that's probably it.
Alright, cool.
You got anything?
I got nothing, man. I got nothing. I've gone through my list. Yeah, that's that. Alright, cool. So that's been Boomcast review of Black Panther. Your boy Mark, your boy Grizz, and until next time,
boom!
Everybody come on!